Colonel, congratulations on the award. What was it like for you to learn about that?
Surprising and an honor at the same time. Never expected anything remotely like this. So it's kind of a high point to a already exciting year, I would say.
Tell me a little bit about your history in rowing and how you got in and how you pursued it, what you did.
Right. So like I think a fair number of folks, I was played played basketball in high school and wasn't all that great at it. But went to college at UC Santa Barbara. Wanted to keep into the athletic arena, so I started rowing there back in 1987. Graduated in '92. So I kind of got started at UC Santa Barbara there. We had a very successful, it was a club program, but met with more success than you would expect from a club team. Won at San Diego, won at IRAs one year, so it was all very exciting. After college, I started up with a new team, joined the Air Force in 1993, excuse me, late 1993. Actually, I got my commission this day 22 years ago. So
Congratulations.
So it's kind of an anniversary for us. And then hadn't really rowed since from '94 to 2006. And at that point was given the opportunity to go to the Joint Military Intelligence College at Bowling Air Force Base and kind of fell in with the Potomac Boat Club. And never missed a beat. Got back into it. It was a good team out there. And rowed from 2006 to 2007. We're in the military, so we moved around. Kind of stopped after '07, and just got back into it again back in 2014 with Potomac Boat Club.
There is nothing that happens in the military that doesn't involve the word team. How does rowing and what you do for a profession, how do they
How they jive?
You know?
So I think rowing is great in that it kind of sets your attitudes and your relationships. In rowing, the shared objective nature of it. I talked with Sarah about this a little bit. Having a common goal, and in the case of rowing, it's boat speed. It's the adversary, or it's the other teams on the course. It's getting to the finish line. It's competing. In the military, you also have common objectives of a variety of nature. Rowing kind of teaches you the discipline to kind of come up with a plan, follow the plan, see it through, adjust afterwards as necessary, as you get feedback from how you do in your various races. Military, same deal. What are we trying to accomplish here? No plan goes unchanged after first contact, and so you adapt and you adjust and you proceed. So I think rowing's been a fantastic environment to kind of learn, learn leadership, learn teamwork, and learn about depending on one another.
Competing at Henley in what was a veteran boat, what was that experience like, and what's next for you in terms of rowing?
So the Henley boat, chance of a lifetime. It was an honor to compete there. It was kind of my first international regatta, so that was new. It was my first time to Henley, so a very historic place, someplace I'd heard about and kind of dreamed about, but to actually go there and compete and then row with other folks with national team experience. I was the only guy there that was got a collegiate and out. The rest of the team had national team experience, so we were kind of rowing at a very high level. So that was fantastic. And then to represent veterans it's an honor. And then in particular with Ryan Torgerson, kind of the boat, we kind of dedicated our efforts to him and his memory, and as well as his wife Paige. That made it all the more special. Also made it all the more disappointing when we came in second by about 3 feet or so. But I would absolutely do it all over again if given the opportunity.
And so are you going to continue as long as you're in the area?
I am. So we actually moved over the summer, I was stationed at the White House for the last 2 years, working on the National Security Council, which was very exciting. my 2 years was up, and I was lucky to be chosen to become the vice wing commander at the 70th Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance Wing. Thankfully, it's based at Fort Meade, Maryland, which is a considerably longer commute for me to get to the boathouse every morning. It's about 40 minutes each way. But definitely I'm going to keep going this year and next year. After 2017, I don't know where the Air Force is going to send us, so we'll have to wait and see.